Om Bhurбhuvасsuваhं Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nः Prachodayantham. So namaste everyone. So hi Paul.
Hi everyone.
Well, today we are going to discuss a very interesting topic, which is about meditation and sounds. Generally speaking, any divine sounds, not kind of train sounds, but beautiful music or like sounds of nature. And as usually, we are going to discuss it from both points, like Kriya Yoga meditation, to which I belong, and so you, Paul, is the Sivananda Yoga master. So we have a chance to see this very interesting question, and by the way, very common question actually, meditation and sound. So there are many Westerners actually who are practicing meditation while listening, beautiful music, and it can be so-called New Age meditation music. It can be Indian or Chinese music. Arabian music is very beautiful. Or it can be sounds of nature, like rain, ocean, whatever, forest. And it's very interesting that traditionally speaking, somewhere in India, because actually I spent years and years in India, in Himalayas, most of my life actually, India, a little bit China. In India itself, mostly people never meditate while listening any music. So that's not a part of tradition. That's interesting that Chinese people really practicing Tai Chi or Qigong while easily put some traditional Chinese music. But in India, it's never happened. Meditation means complete silence, just no sounds, and then people meditate. So actually, what is your opinion? Why Westerners so fond of, meditating while listening to the beautiful music? What is your opinion? What is so, famous, helpful?
Yeah, it's a very good question because Western people, they very close to the music in general. They listen to music a lot in life. Like they waking up in the morning and they put some music. It's normal. And during the day when they drive in the car, I think not only in America, in general, Westerners. I think in Russia the similar thing. Like they
In Germany, for example, the same.
yeah, in Germany, yeah, in England I know they like rock and roll country. They just put like all day long they listen to music. So if somebody is meditation, it's in the mind to put it together. Like it's even if it's not right, it's so much music. It's just music going on all the time, all day long, in the car, like when he's working, when he's doing something. Otherwise, it's no time for meditation. That's the first one. But you mentioned very good thing. As usual, we have a tradition. You already told everything I wanted to say.
Yeah,
Yeah, you did it again. Yeah, but it's very good point that in Sivananda Yoga also we meditate without music. It's like for sure, like we cannot put any music, even when we do asana, not even meditation, any practices. Like no asana, if it's kirtan, like we're doing mantras, it's different story. It sounds like, let's say in general, but pranayama or like breathing exercises or asana or especially meditation or relaxation, we keep in like classical tradition. So no music at all. So it's a rule. It's a strong rule. But Westerns mostly doing it because they like we spoke before for joy. They doing it mostly for to relax after work, not going too deep in it. It's mostly relaxation. That's the answer. With music, it's becoming more relaxation than self-realization. Let's say that's like that.
Yeah, it's interesting that just now you have mentioned that, okay, in the Shivananda Yoga tradition, you practice classical meditation, which is like not mixed with any kind of sound and music, like New Age music, etc. The same, actually, in Kriya Yoga tradition, to which I belong, when we practice any kind of meditation, actually, we never classically, I mean, if we speak about classical approach, we never put any music. Of course, that's a general instruction, and some Westerners really practice even Kriya Yoga meditation with the music, but that's not what any Kriya Yoga school will suggest or advise. My opinion is that, why Westerners so fond of meditating while listening to the beautiful sounds of nature, just music, especially so-called meditation music. We even have, New Age meditation music as a kind of music right now, because it's very helpful actually to bring peace and inner harmony. For it's like in the big cities, whatever big city we can mention, New York, Los Angeles, London, Berlin, Moscow, it's like people are crazy and mad, like a lot of worries, fears, thoughts are jumping. And when people just sit somewhere, okay, in any kind of yoga studio or yoga center, even at home, and just put on beautiful music, that itself very helpful actually to relax, as you mentioned already, and experience peace of mind. So it means it's just helpful. And because Westerners mostly are very practical people, the people are ready to use whatever is useful, and it's very easy to experience meditativeness as a state of mind, as a state of consciousness, while listening to the peaceful music. So very simple. And of course, let us not to forget that what does it mean to meditate while listening to the beautiful music? Actually, you need tape recorder. Okay, it's like modern technology, and starts since like 20th century. Some 60s, middle of 20th century, people could, put tape recorder and meditate. Classically speaking, like centuries and thousands of years ago, no tape recorders, so it means no chance to meditate while listening. But let me remind that actually in a traditional mystical tradition, like Vedic tradition, we have this approach, by the way, there are two major styles of music in India, like Hindustani and Carnatic. And also they have a lot of raga music. That's the ancient tradition of meditation music in India. So it means just historically, sometimes even in ancient India, people could meditate while listening to the raga music. So it means actually, in a sense, it also can be part of meditation. Well, what is your opinion? Is it really helpful to meditate while listening to any kind of New Age meditation music, and can it pacify or bring some balance? What do you think? Okay, maybe it's not classical approach for the Shivananda Kriya Yoga, but is it helpful? Can you advise your students, for example?
Of course, in my school, I'm not giving it because we have some program like classical program, like I said. But if they doing it, I don't say don't do it. So they all doing it. So most of my students, even my students, Sivananda students, they still doing it at home. They put in like at home basically to relax. Yeah, you asked a very good question. Actually, you mentioned very good thing because a lot of stress and mind is running like very fast. With music, it's much easier to relax. Just sitting, you still with the mind without like really, I would say, experienced meditation. Like if you don't have experience, you just can't. You with the thoughts, you're going crazy. You need something, like, and they put in music, and it's helpful. So it brings mind away. So like you putting it on a shelf, let's say, and that's really easier. Yeah, like answering your question, it is helpful. Even if it's not classic, let's put these words away. It is helpful, yeah, and I know it from my students and not only my students. So, of course, yeah.
Okay, so let us complete our video for today. So guys, continue to meditate while listening to the beautiful music, because it's really helpful and may really support you and bring more, as you told, actually, joy, peace. So it's very, very good. You may concentrate your mind on the wonderful sound of nature, music itself, and not think about awful conditions in the office or somewhere else, or political, social. Just so it's very, very helpful. Well, thank you very much, Paul. God bless all of us. See you next time.
See you.
ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुवहं तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्